everybody, and welcome into the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, which is sponsored by Roush Coleman Homes. The Spartans at home, a team on the schedule. They play them, and things went as expected, Lauren Montgomery, as far as the schedule goes. But we knew going in, this was a team that had some unorthodox offensive sets for you.
Without a doubt, they've got a young sophomore quarterback who's very talented. He's big, so they feel comfortable leaving him back in the pocket in empty formations and letting him scramble around and try to hit some guys in the open field. And on top of that, they're going to line up in some formations where you're going to determine who's eligible, who isn't. And defensively, they're in the 3-3 stack with the 3 safety or 5 defensive back look, which always is a defense that makes you earn it. So you got to be patient, you got to execute, you got to not get behind the chains. A
chance to get back to district action and get into that with a team that has challenged some people. And with that different style of play and those empty sets, your guys really had to prepare all week, and this is where our practice players of the week really comes into play.
Yeah, it was important this week, as it is every week, but this week it's almost like installing a whole new system when you got someone who is so unorthodox. And gosh, 2 guys that really gave us a good look, young sophomore Des Traylor, offensive and defensive lineman, a young guy that we're expecting big things out of, as well as Christian Kaiser. Christian's a wide receiver, a DB, and also kicks. Just has phenomenal hands and has really been picking it up the last couple weeks in practice, so we're expecting some good things from those guys.
Our practice players of the week sponsored by ChickfilA. Well, Choctaw in town taking on the Spartans at Lee Snyder Field, Spartan Stadium. We're going to have your first half highlights when we come back.
The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life, one home at a time. BTC Broadband, stay connected with us. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Primo Mitsubishi, where the value always exceeds price. Nallen Orthodontics, live life smiling. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love for the game. Midwest Sporting Goods, put some Midwest best on you. Doc's Country Mart. Check us out at okcountrymart.com. Matthews Ford. Come get your Ford certified vehicle today. And by Baker Pools.
Business is changing and requires more connectivity than ever. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business embrace the new normal. Every business deserves personal service and reliable communications to make every connection count. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby Football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
Well, the Spartans return home, taking on the Choctaw Yellow Jackets, and another district team. You get them at home, and it was just good to have everything go as planned.
Yeah, absolutely. A normal week of preparation for the team that was actually on the schedule, so that was a good deal. And then also a home game, and we love playing in front of our home fans. We have such a good atmosphere at Spartan Stadium, especially with the new big board. It's such a great thing for our community and for our fans. Just another good night, and this year we're fortunate to have quite a few home games.
Yeah, and the Choctaw Yellow Jackets, an improved team that came in here with some momentum. Let's take a look at your first half highlights. As always this year, Highlights brought to you by BTC Broadband.
Yeah, and Choctaw did a good job. They won the toss and elected to receive and came out with a great game plan. They racked off almost a 10-minute drive to begin the game and controlled the clock and did some really good things. Unorthodox on defense, as you'll see from some of their formations. And right there, Bo Bertelli, our leading tackler, with a good open field tackle right there. You'll see Jack Puckett, Nick Waddell, and a lot of red jerseys in on that tackle right there. Young sophomore Logan Frankie in, getting his first start at defensive end, doing some good stuff there. And then us closing from outside linebacker right there, that was Bo Bertelli, that was Connor Stacy. And then tackle for loss right there, Nick Waddell in from his linebacker position, and a host of guys doing a good job. I believe safety Tanner Doyle was in on that, Jack Puckett in on this tackle right here on the run in between the tackles, and Choctaw doing a good job mixing in tailback run, quarterback run, which makes it difficult. But right here when we get down into the red zone, our defense does a great job. As you can see right there, a big fourth down stop and get our offense back out on the field and running the counter play, and we come out, we move the chains well, just unfortunately get ourselves behind the chains with some penalties, and Connor Nolan there with an excellent punt, get a little bit of roll. Zach Blankenship, Caden Hurt, some of the guys on the punt team doing a nice job on special teams. And Nick Waddell did a good job, read this screen all week in practice, and then goes ahead and makes a play. 2 different times in the game they try to go to that play, and so just a good job on his end right there. And then a great open field tackle right there. So defense gets us the ball back right here. We're running the bubble screen out here to Devontae Owens. Devontae getting to the edge, picking up some positive yardage, and we get a quick edge right here with the pin and pull play to Braylon Presley, and Braylon Presley outrunning everybody there on the edge with his great speed. One of the few times we were able to get him loose on the evening. And then Choctaw coming back here. Our guest player this week, Ethan Watkins, up plugging in the middle, doing a good job with Choctaw's big offensive line right there. McKeelan Ware in on the tackle as well. Good pass protection right here. Mason Williams hits a strike right there to Jackson Rogers, senior to senior. Good to see those guys, and do a good job right here spitting the bubble screen out on the edge. Lots of guys out gooning, blocking that edge up, and we run the speed sweep right here to Braylon. Braylon doing a nice job getting in behind the block of Justice Jeffords. Once again, pretty good pass protection right here. Mason, everybody covered up, elects to pull it down and scramble. And then get that defense back out here. Big Kai Roller, you'll see in the middle, doing a good job gumming everything up with his great size. McKeelan Ware continues to get better and better from his defensive end position, and you've got a lot of guys contributing right there. Jack Puckett with the blitz off the edge, causing a huge tackle for loss. And then, unfortunately, Choctaw gets loose on the next play and hits one right there. We hit the slant right there to Jackson Rogers, and then here with the counter play. Right here, Braylon doing a good job. A lot of carries, a lot of tough yards. Braylon still had 169 yards on the ground. He just had to do it the hard way on 28 or 29 carries there. So you'll see great pressure right there. Jack Puckett in on the pressure. McKeelan Ware cleaning up the scraps right there, and Nick Waddell with the pressure right there. Forces an errant throw. And Dylan Has right here with, I believe, his 3rd interception of the year for the sophomore, doing a really nice job from his safety position. Takes us into half, 7-7 tight ball game mark, and we're going to have to get the guys ready to play in the second half.
Yeah, it's a good one at Spartan Stadium, Lee Snyder Field. We're going to have your second half highlights when we come back.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby Football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions, just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from ChickfilA.
Business is changing and requires more connectivity than ever. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business embrace the new normal. Every business deserves personal service and reliable communications to make every connection count. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
Well, at halftime, the Spartans in a dogfight tied at 7 with the Choctaw Yellow Jackets, which you knew this was a much improved Choctaw team, and they were showing it.
Oh, without a doubt. I tell you what, Coach Corbin's got those guys going, and they've got a lot of talent. You know, they've got a safety that's committed to Oklahoma, another player who was out, who's committed to TCU, and then they've got a lot of young guys who I would anticipate will play on Saturdays. And so couple that with the fact that he's been there a couple of years, they're well coached and doing some really good things. You know, we knew we were going to have a ball game on our hands, and that's exactly what they did. I thought, you know, just watching them on film, I knew they would come out and try to control the clock. I knew that, you know, they would sit the quarterback back there and empty and try to get some guys loose on the back end. And they did, you know, albeit on some busted plays and whatnot. But yeah, without a doubt, and they did a good job staying in the game and putting a lot of pressure on us.
And it seemed like things kind of played out early the way that they would have liked for it to with their game plan. What's that like as a coach when you see some things kind of going in your favor? I would imagine it gave those guys a lot of confidence on the sidelines.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I think as they began to execute that game plan, and as they started having some success, as they started slowing us down, slowing our offense down, you could just see their guys believe and start to play harder.
All right, at halftime, we're tied at 7. Let's head back now to the highlights. The second half, once again, these highlights brought to you by BTC Broadband.
At halftime, we talked about coming out and putting together a good drive, and I was real proud of our guys for doing that. Right here with the inside run, the counter play, we're able to get Braylon loose on a pretty nice chunk run right there. And then come back, we drop back, and we hit the curl right there. I believe that's Kel Fugate to move the chains. And then hit a nice bubble screen out here to sophomore Jacob Snyder, in behind some really good blocking. Luke has Jack Rogers, I think, out there on the edge, getting us into the red zone. And then we come back. Caleb Townsend does a really nice job of caving everything down on the inside zone play for us. You'll see us right there. Tanner Doyle, one of his many tackles on the night. Quarterback run right here, Bo Bertelli folding in from his outside linebacker position. Good tackle on a big, hard-to-tackle guy. And then they got sprint out right here, and then we do a nice job. Probably should have come down with that, but Dylan has in coverage again. Continues to grow and get better every day. Smart football player. Run the stretch play right here. Braylon does a good job of cutting them back in and picking up some positive yards. And then Zach Blankenship right here, and everybody knows Zach. He's the Energizer Bunny, man. You can't bring that guy down. His feet keep moving. He keeps running. Good push in the middle. Jack Puckett from his linebacker position does a good job seeing clear fit and picks that up. Connor Stacy in from his outside linebacker position doing a nice job. Hitting the counter play, good block right there by Levi Dunsmore Jr. Proud of Levi. He's gotten the start the last couple weeks. And then right here, Jack Puckett being gap sound, sitting in his gap on his gap responsibility. McKeelan Ware. Jersey Robin, sophomore, playing some at defensive tackle as well as linebacker. Jersey doing a nice job. State runner-up wrestling champion, just a fine athlete and tough player. Then we hit the bubble screen out here to Braylon. Braylon doing a nice job picking up some yards, but give Choctaw credit. A great open field tackle right there. Nice pocket for Mason, and we hit the middle route right there with Jacob Snyder coming across the middle. Jacob's going to be a really good player for us. Is a really good player, and then we come back here and we got the sweep play right here, the pin and pull sweep play, and then settle for a field goal, which gives us a little bit of separation, gives us a 2-score lead. And then right here you see Kai Roller piling in, all the guys from the middle, Jersey Rob. Just defense, I felt like, continued to play stronger as the game went on. And then right here, nice slide protection out of the offensive line, and we do a good job here hitting the comeback. continuing to pick up positive yards, and that's absolutely critical, moving the chains at this point in juncture. Braylon Presley doing a good job there on second down, and then lowering his head here on third down, picking up the first down. Braylon just a great night in between the tackles, being a patient runner, and then right here you see it. He gets a chance and is able to get it in the end zone. So 24-13 victory, a lot of good plays, probably none as good as the goal line stand by our defense right down there at the end. It was just a big play on fourth down. One of the things hopefully that we can build on as a football team. There are a lot of things that went wrong, but that's one thing that I'm very impressed with, the way we bowed our neck and responded to adversity there, Mark. So moving on in, taking a look at our stats. First downs, we had 22 first downs. Choctaw had 15. Total offense evenly matched on the evening, 315 yards to 312. We had 138 through the air. Choctaw had 297. Like I mentioned, a bunch of chunk plays on their end. Rushing, we had 177 on the ground to Choctaw's 15. Defense doing a good job limiting the run. Both teams penalty-ridden, 9 penalties from both teams, 1 turnover each. Passing, Mason Williams was 14 of 25 for 138 and 1 touchdown. Rushing, Braylon Presley, 28 for 167 and 3 touchdowns. Zach Blankenship had 2 great carries for 11 yards. Jacob Snyder, a leading receiver, 3 receptions for 69 yards. Jackson Rogers, 2 for 29 yards. Sophomore Kel Fugate, 3 for 17. Tackles, Bo Bertelli, leading with 13 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. 1 sack. Tanner Doyle, 11 tackles from his safety position. Nick Waddell, 10 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. And then McKeelan Ware from his defensive end position with 7 tackles. So really good ball game, and I think our team's going to really grow from it, Mark.
Well, let's talk about the defense real quick before we move on to Sand Springs and making those stops in a game like that. Like you said, it is some positives that sometimes you get put in a bad position that they can help kind of change the flow of the game.
Well, look, everybody that we're going to play is going to have some good players, and they're going to make some plays. That's just the nature. I mean, they've got good players, good coaches. What's important is that we don't give up the big play for touchdowns, and we continue to make them snap it. And so for our defense, our offense throws the interception. There towards the end goes up field position, allows them to drive. But defense, in the shadow of our own goalpost, bows their neck and makes a big play. So I think that's just something really that we can draw on as the season goes on, as we head into the playoffs, and heck, maybe this week, that we're bend but don't break.
Yeah, at Sand Springs, obviously we're not going to mention the homecoming part of it, but you played there. They are playing good football. Now they did get beat this last week, but they have been solid, and that's a good district game on the road.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I root for Sand Springs every week but one. I'm an alumni, and Coach Klink, he's new coach over there, and he's doing a good job. And something else that's kind of interesting, his assistant head coach, Jake Bray, was an intern with us probably 6 or 7 years ago, and a great young man, a coach that's going to be moving up in this profession. And so I like to see some of the positive things that they're doing there, but not this Thursday night.
All right, that's this Thursday, as they take on the Sandites, the Spartans on the road for Thursday night football. We're going to come back and have our player of the week next.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby Football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
Business is changing and requires more connectivity than ever. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business embrace the new normal. Every business deserves personal service and reliable communications to make every connection count. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do. We like to have fun every day.
And it's time for a Now in Orthodontics Player of the Week and senior Ethan Watkins, or E-Bear, as he might be called, senior nose tackle. Welcome to the show, Ethan.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
All right, bud. Let's talk about your transition now from offense, defense. How's it been going for you? Let's just talk about the season overall. How do you feel like you've played?
I feel like I've gotten better every game. Obviously, there's always something to get better on, but I feel like after each game, I feel like I'm just improving and becoming the best player that I can be.
All right, now to switch over to just playing exclusively on defense. What's that been like for you, and what do you like better?
I've always been a team player, so wherever they needed me, that's where I was. But this year we needed a nose guard, and so I transitioned over there, and I'm loving it. I love the energy that defense brings and the momentum that we can have in a game, so I'm loving it.
All right, hey, tell me about your experience playing football at Bixby.
I've been playing football at Bixby since I was in first grade, and ever since I first got on the field, I love it, and I just love everything about it. And Bixby is just a great town to play football in, so it's been fun.
You know, it's always a team effort. The family always heavily involved. I know that your dad has a lot of influence over you and how you've played, and tell us a little bit about that relationship.
My dad's was my coach from 1st to 7th grade. He kind of taught me the game and taught me what it's about, and not just about the game, but about the life principles it brings. And he kind of built the love I have for the game, and he's really been a big influence on me ever since I was a kid.
What's it like growing up playing with all this group of friends?
Oh, it's awesome, man. Football brings relationships that you can't really break. Because we're sweating together, we're playing together. I mean, we're just a team, a family. And just seeing us play back when I was a kid to playing on varsity for the Spartans is just amazing.
Where do you think this team can go this year? It's been a strange year. You guys have a lot of resiliency just to get to this point. Now, what do you think the rest of the season holds for you guys?
I want to take it one game at a time, but I feel like if we keep getting better and improving each practice and each game, I feel like we can really be a good team this year.
All right, well, listen, best of luck rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right, Ethan Watkins, E-Bear. You don't mind if I call you that, do you?
No.
That's the Now in Orthodontics Player of the Week. Now, we're going to talk about the young guys. You talk about playing in first grade. We're going to go to 2nd grade. When we come back, we'll have our Midwest Sporting Goods Youth Team of the Week.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do. We like to have fun every day.
Business is changing and requires more connectivity than ever. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business embrace the new normal. Every business deserves personal service and reliable communications to make every connection count. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby Football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
And we're back. It's time for our Midwest Sporting Goods Youth Team of the Week. We head to 2nd grade, Bixby Red. Adam Berlin joins us here on the show. Adam, welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, hey, let's talk about your team. Just overall, how's the season going?
Season is going all right. We are learning a lot at this age. We got 7-year-old boys that are out there just trying to fly around and learn the game. So it is off to a very learning start, is what I will say.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting grade, and you've coached a couple of years, and then you take over the second grade team. Let's talk a little bit about this team in specifics. Offensively, what do you guys have to offer?
We are doing more of a wishbone type offense. We have 2 back split. We're hamstringed with what we can do at this age with Mighty Mites. We have 2 running backs that are kind of mirror images of each other, and they both actually have mohawks. So they have dubbed themselves the Bash Brothers. And so it's fun to watch them. They block for each other, and they get real excited when they do block, so the other one can get some yards. So it's a lot of fun.
You better be careful. You don't want that mohawk thing to catch on.
They love it.
Lead on to the coaching staff. All right, let's talk about what do you guys have on defense?
Defense, we have moved our athletes to the backfield. Our defensive line can get penetration on the outside a lot. We spend a lot of time coaching our interior linemen to take up as many blocks as we can. So we have our same 2 Bash Brothers will go fly around the field from the middle linebacker positions. And really just at this age, a lot of teams try to get outside. And so if we can contain them on defense to push them back into the strength of our defense, we have success a lot.
What's your experience been like just overall coaching now that you're taking over second grade team? You've coached a little bit before with Bixby football and just youth football in general.
You know, it's crazy. We talk about raising good young men. And we have 2 of the high school players come out to our practices every Thursday, and they're involved in practice. And they coach up our kids just like they were, their own brothers, their own little brothers. And so, inside this program and the values that they're trying to instill here has been a lot of fun to watch. Coaching this age, you can coach not only the skills of the players, but also the character of the boys and develop those. So it's been a lot of fun to have those kids come down from high school level that our kids can look up to.
Well, listen, we wish you the best of success the rest of the year. Have a great season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Adam Berlin, second grade Bixby Red. That does it for our Midwest Sporting Goods Youth Team of the Week. Does it for the show. Now the Spartans will play Thursday night, 7 o'clock at Sand Springs. We'll see you next week.
The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life, one home at a time. BTC Broadband, stay connected with us. ChickfilA, eat more chicken. Primo Mitsubishi, where the value always exceeds price. Nallen Orthodontics, live life smiling. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love for the game. Midwest Sporting Goods, put some Midwest best on you. Doc's Country Mart, check us out at okcountrymart.com. Matthews Ford, come get your Ford certified vehicle today. And by Baker Pool.